It's Sunday, and you know what that means. We got a big show today. Tell them, JFB.
We're going to do some news, and then we're going to put some A's in your Q's. That's right, it's Q&A time here on the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
Well,
Say the
I
line.
guess there's only one thing left to do then. JFB, hit that music. I got my mic turned on and I'm ready to go. It's time for the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
Welcome to this week's edition of the AFW Network's All Effin' Wrestling Show. Brought to you by EV Mux and SWA Sabres and DraftKings. Links are down below. I am, of course, your maniacal, diabolical. I am your chief shenanigans officer. I am the JFB, James from Boston.
And I got my mic turned on, and I'm ready to go. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm the gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry. Damn it. I'm throwing the football to my good friend, EVP Joe.
So good, I'm just gonna one hand that bad boy.
One hand in this shit.
What is up, everybody? It's me. It's the EVP here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, ready to drop some knowledge and answer your guys' questions.
Yeah. So for those who are wondering, Canada Dry has two jobs. He is the force behind AFW. He's also working the drive-through at the Taco Hut. No, he's having mic issues. We got a new mic coming the way, but right now, if you need an order, you can place it with a Canada Dry, and make sure you supersize it to the large. That way, you get a
More
little
bang
bit
for
better.
your buck.
You know, you poutine those fries.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, at fast food, there's always an option to poutine your fries.
Ooh.
Any
Like
any
everywhere?
fast food will poutine your fries.
This is why I love Canada. Why I love Canada.
Another $2-3, and you got poutine.
There you go. All right, so before we get started, let's knock out a little bit of the news.
From the pages of AFW Magazine, it's time for another news update.
Before we really get started, I do want to do a 10-bell salute. Our number one thing on the news is Dennis Condrey, one of the original Midnight Express, has passed away. So we're going to do a 10-bell salute for Dennis Condrey because he was a huge piece of my childhood growing up.
Not only that, Chuck Norris. So we'll do a double thing.
No, we're not doing anything for Chuck fucking Norris. That guy is a piece of crap.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
I don't like talking ill of the dead, JFB.
That man was not a good man.
Okay, well, we're not going to talk ill of the dead because some people, they might like Chuck Norris, and we don't want to lose subscriptions.
Okay. So here we go. Here's our 10-bell salute. All right, there we go. Dennis Condrey, Chuck Norris, both have passed away. Dennis Condrey was huge in my childhood. I was always a fan of the Midnight Express versus the Rock and Roll Express, especially in the NWA.
But he wasn't like really part of it that long after like when it really got rolling though, right?
Yeah, he left a little bit after that. He had issues with Jim Cornette. Surprise, but yeah, that's a shocker and a half, kids. If you don't know, Jim,
They were like oil and water, I'm guessing.
yeah. Mick Foley in the news. Mick Foley said if he had one more match in him, it would be against MJF. That's right. He wants to fight. If he could fight one more time, it would be against MJF.
But he said, sadly, it's not in the cards.
Yeah, it's not in the cards.
He's not unretiring for this.
Yeah, he's not unretiring, but that would be an interesting match.
I mean, they tried to make it happen a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Mick just, the gears have taken the toll on that man, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Booker T is in the news. Booker T says that the newest signee to WWE, Nikki Blackheart, passes the airport test. Now, for those who don't know, Vince McMahon had this thing where if you passed the airport test, you were going to be a star in WWE. The airport test is if you're walking down the airport and people stop to look at you and think you're a professional wrestler, you have what it takes to become a professional wrestler. Screw talent.
Not where I thought you were going when you said the airport test. Thought you were going to say people could handle themselves from these snotty ass fans.
Oh yeah. Prime Cactus and MJF would be a freaking amazing.
So, I think a good segue would be to talk about what Elena Black is saying.
Go ahead, because I don't have that in my news.
So, Elena Black is saying, can we please stop fans from following you back to your hotel?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently she had some people follow her back to her hotel and try to get autographs.
Did you see what people replied with, though?
Oh, yeah. Because, like, I shared a multiple group
There was
pages.
one or two that were like, oh, well, it comes with the territory, and that's what you get for being a famous wrestler.
That's called entitlement.
That's called being an ass.
Well, that's entitlement. It's like they're saying they have the right to these things. Like, no, you don't pay any money. Like, why do you have a right to that? Like, you're not. What did you give? Nothing.
I mean, the reality is that this happens more to the women than it does to the men.
Period. Oh, because the men will straight knock you out.
Yeah.
So, I have no problem like threatening you or something.
I guarantee you, China didn't have this issue.
No.
No. Do you have the Hurt Syndicate in your lineup here?
No.
Okay, so that's something I want to talk about. Is because I just posted this morning. Is MVP says they are looking to add a youthful member to the Hurt Syndicate. So,
I mean, really, honestly, let's broach it. Do they really need a third member? No.
Well, I think it would be good because, like, I feel like it's truer to what the Hurt Syndicate is three of them and then another guy.
Well, I think the problem is that you have one huge super faction, the Don Callis family, which is basically everybody, and then you have like the Dogs, and you have the Bang Bang Gang. I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. They're way better being a tag and singles run than they are a trio. I don't like
some of the candidates that they mentioned. The fans have mentioned is Leo Rush.
No, I don't need the Leo Rush and Bobby connection again.
Private Party.
Oh God. Are they just deciding to scrape the barrel of AEW?
No, this is just what fans are saying.
Fans are idiots.
So they're pretty much like, if you're black and you're not part of something, we're going to throw you in there.
I can't really think of who it would be they would bring on.
I mean, it could be the Gates of Power if for some reason Tony Khan decides to fire Ricochet.
I don't think
Ricochet is getting fired. Should we talk about that one?
Ricochet made a post on social media about how he was happy that a woman who commented on his post that he was glad to know that she had MS.
So
Oh,
he, so this is what happened. Um, he got a lot of, you know, heat for this. He was talking to his friend, and his friend advised him to take it down. And
And he
af-
apologized.
and afterwards, he apologized, and AEW and WWB said yes, this was the right thing to do.
yeah. They didn't force him to do it. That's the one thing. AEW and WB did not, in fact, force him to make the apology. He made the apology on his own, which is good. But being happy that somebody's got MS is like same thing as being happy that somebody's
No,
got.
I don't think he actually meant it because you just this
So,
is his problem. He needs to just chill on the social media, just say positive things. Like he doesn't need to be interacting with
see,
anyone.
that's the problem though. Is it's not even anything about him saying positive. It's especially in the aftermath of this, the insane amount of death threats that he and Samantha got are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
So you know what? I can see, and this lady deserved absolutely none of this. Like he shouldn't have said it.
yeah.
But I can see the smallest thing setting someone off who's constantly berated and made to feel like trash because he's playing a character online.
Yeah, but
When he's
here's
constantly getting death threats and treated like shit online, I not okay, but I
I
understand.
don't agree with the death threats at all. I don't believe that. I don't believe in anybody should receive any kind of threat of death online or in person or whatever. But there's a fine line between playing a character and
Right.
saying something that's just completely insensitive.
Well,
What he
I
said
don't
was
think this was in character. I think this was just him
Him,
being an
him
ass.
fucking up and
having
saying
enough and
something.
just losing it.
Yeah,
With that said, I could see Tony maybe suspending him for a week or two,
yeah,
maybe finding him or saying, "Guess what? Just like Sammy Guevara, you're going to go to some sensitivity training."
yeah.
And like, I do believe that part of Ricochet's problem is brought on by himself.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, yes.
Like he doesn't need to interact with all these people online. Sometimes
Oh,
you
yeah.
just say nothing and let it go.
Yep, I agree. Well, we have a new CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. Claudio Castagnoli took the pin against Hechicero. That's right, Hechicero is now the CMLL Heavyweight Champion, which is weird because it was only a few days after Claudio signed a contract with CMLL. So, interesting way to say, hey, we welcome you to our promotion. You're taking the loss. So,
I think it's cool that Hechicero and the Don Callis family have more gold.
yes.
Yep. I'll say, and
Uh,
it's been like 1,277 days. I think I saw between Hechicero's reigns as CMLL World Heavy Champion. I didn't even know he was a world champion in CMLL before, so that's pretty cool.
He was, he was. Eric Bischoff, on his podcast 83 Weeks, said that he calls Orton the last of what I consider my generation of performers. I mean, not such a hot take by Eric Bischoff. I think
No,
Randy Orton is the last of those old school wrestlers.
I don't know about that.
Who else would you put there?
John Moxley.
Yeah, but I'm talking about WWE. He's talking WWE, not AEW.
No, but John Moxley was in WWE at one point.
Yeah, but they used him. They didn't use him to as
Like,
that old school
In
wrestler.
WWE, he is.
Yeah,
He's the veteran there now. Since
Yeah.
AJ Styles is gone.
yeah.
Him and Rey Mysterio.
Oh, speaking of Ray, sorry to cut off. Y'all heard this crazy rumor floating around that he's going to retire at Clash in Italy?
Yeah.
You know what? This is a sports, some weird sports weird.
I know. I was
They
like,
post
guys,
lies.
I was just going to say, usually it's like per some 2 letters. Like, don't believe it. Wait till
Yeah.
the WWE isn't going to just have Ray float off and right off
When's
into the
when
air.
is when is that pay-per-view? That's after Mania, right?
It's after Backlash.
Yeah, I think it's
I
June.
think they wanted actually him to retire at Mania.
To
Yeah,
Gunther.
there was rumors that he was going to face Gunther.
Yeah.
But he's got some injuries.
Yeah, he's got a
They
He-
reboot.
haven't
he got-
done anything with Gunther in a few weeks.
He got injured. Ray got injured against Austin Theory.
Yeah. So let's talk about Ted DiBiase Jr. Ted
I
DiBiase.
agree with Eric, by the way. I mean, I agree with Brian about Eric, by the way.
I mean, listen. That man ushered in popularity of wrestling that has never been seen. Period.
You know what Eric Bischoff is for wrestling?
What?
A one-hit wonder.
Maybe.
That's all he is. He's a one-hit wonder. He did one good thing. He brought in the NWO.
I mean, he almost bankrupted WWE. He almost bankrupted WWE. That says a lot. To take down a Titan like
His
that.
whole podcast is called 87 Weeks.
83
83
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah.
83 weeks, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had a time where you were, for 83 weeks, that you were like the top wrestling promotion. That's your claim to fame?
I mean, 83 weeks is a lot. I mean,
I'm not. I loathe Eric.
I don't like him, but those 83 weeks came at arguably the most famous point in wrestling, like most popular.
You know what? I think those 83 weeks really lit a fire under WWF at the time, and they didn't look back, and they decimated WCW.
oh yeah, I mean, you
Well, to be
eventually,
fair-
when you're against the ropes, you're going to have to fight back, and that's what Vince did. Vince did what he thought was best to beat WCW and put him out of business.
It wasn't even Vince though. It was Eric having Tony Schiavone say, "Hey, Mick Foley's winning the world title tonight."
Yeah,
In WCW,
No, but it wasn't just that.
No, because
was the
WCW
turn.
never again won the ratings war against WWE after that night. That is literally the turning point.
yeah.
That's the start. Like WCW didn't
That's-
do itself any favors after that, though. Like it didn't
I
give
understand.
anybody
Yeah,
like a
but
reason to
that
do
was
that.
the end of the 83 weeks.
Yeah,
After
Yeah.
he announced that, they never won another ratings battle.
but they also sucked for after that. Like things were going downhill.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we could dive deep into the history
Yeah.
of why WCW failed. I mean,
We did this. Me, EVP Joe, and I can't think of his name. He's been on the show for a long time. The Death of WCW show we did, Joe?
Oh, with
Jeremy.
Yeah,
yeah,
there
with
it
Jeremy.
is. You can think
Because
of his name either.
we watched the show and talked about it as well.
Yeah. So let's talk about Ted DiBiase Jr. So after he defrauded welfare from people who really,
Allegedly, because he's innocent.
he got no. He got acquitted. That doesn't mean he's innocent. He got acquitted.
Okay, so tell us what the difference is here.
There's a huge difference. He was not found innocent. He was acquitted of his charges.
So what is the difference between being found innocent and acquitted?
The jury did not find him innocent. The jury acquitted him of those charges. The being acquitted doesn't mean they said the difference between
So is it just there's not enough evidence to convict
Yeah.
you?
there was no insurmountable amount of proof that the state brought on, okay, that would indicate that he was guilty. They
So,
can be guilty without proof. That's
Yeah.
being acquitted.
Here in the States, when it comes, we have two different trials. We have criminal and we have civil.
Yes.
In criminal, it's the state has to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, no questions asked.
Absolutely.
Whereas in a civil case, it's just a preponderance of the evidence.
Correct.
Because in
So-
a civil said there's money involved, not.
Well, when it's civil, there's money. It's not a criminal, so there's no
Yeah.
jail time. It's money, and the threshold is significantly lower.
Yeah.
It's like with O.J. Simpson, he acquitted in the criminal trial, but he was found guilty in the civil trial.
Yeah.
So
Kimmy has this to say. if the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
And
Well,
even then,
ultimately, what it comes down to is everybody's got a price, according to Ted DiBiase.
well, with OJ, it's because dumbass cops didn't know how to follow the proper chain of custody for evidence.
Well, it
Yeah,
didn't help that
so
you,
wasn't some of the
that you
stuff contaminated?
Yeah,
well, it also didn't help that your lead witness for the police is a racist piece of shit. It didn't help at all.
that's true. Yeah, you got to vet your vet your people better.
Yeah. All right. We got two more. Tama Tonga has been fined by WWE for posting rehearsals from SmackDown.
I think this is bullshit. You got a
I mean-
show called Unreal where you're pulling back the curtain all the time, and this guy just posts. You know, he wasn't even anything bad. Like he just people sitting around. I
mean, it
posted
was
the
enough to
video
get
to
fined.
all of them.
Yeah. In 2023, apparently Base 10, which is the parent company for AEW, run by Tony Khan, actually made a bid for WWE. Now, this is all coming out during the shareholder lawsuit, so it is 100% out there in reality. He made a purchase at $6.9 billion to buy WWE. Now, he was the lowest out of all of them, that of all the people that made the bids. But it's interesting that Tony Khan, who when AEW is in full gear and is running, was going to buy WWE. What could have happened? Could we have seen cross promotion? Would they have been run as two separate entities? Like, it's very interesting to kind of see what would have happened if Tony Khan got the bid and won.
I think you would have to. They didn't have the Netflix deal yet, did they? At that point,
They were probably
no.
it was probably in the works.
Yeah, it was probably in the works at that time.
but yeah, I think like to avoid like backlash from like the fans, you gotta. I think you would have to keep the brand separate for a bit and maybe have some invasion angles.
Yeah,
I'm glad it didn't happen. I don't.
I am.
No, that's what a lot of people are saying because you want it. You don't want a monopoly.
Like, well, not just Monopoly, but as much as I don't like WWE right now, you need options for the wrestlers.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's got, and like we all said before, competition breeds success.
yeah. It would be interesting. I'm wondering how it would really pan out. I think they would be run as two different. I think they'd be run as two different promotions, no cross promotion at all. You know, you may get like a person who leaves AEW to wrestle at WWE or vice versa, kind of like you have now. But I think it would have been interesting. I kind
But
of really,
would the style of wrestling in WWE change? I think it definitely would. It would be a lot more like how AEW does it. I think.
yeah, I agree with that. All right,
Because they're two very different ways of approaching wrestling.
absolutely. All right, you know what time it is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is main event time. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
All right, you know what time it is. It's time to put some A's in your Q's, my friend. Talking about questions and answers. We get a mailbag full of telecommunications, fax, email, letters, asking questions that they want us to answer. So, the first one, if you will. This is coming from the Waffle Dude. who's the arch nemesis of the Pancake Man.
Oh, the waffle dude.
How has the competition between AEW and WWE how has it affected pro wrestling? What are both doing right and both doing wrong? The popularity of professional wrestling. Canada Dry, you go first.
Okay, so the question is,
How
what is AEW doing right, and what is WWE, like, what are they each doing right and wrong?
How has the competition between AEW and WWE affected the popularity of pro wrestling? What are both doing right and wrong?
All right, so I think like I think they like they're apples and oranges, each just bringing their own unique take to wrestling.
Yeah.
I think what AEW is doing right is they're really focusing in on the speed of wrestling. Like everything is faster
Yeah.
in AEW, and WWE really wants things slow. Um, I think the competition is good for professional wrestling. Like, I think initially, if say, like, because I think this translates well to our last news topic. I think that you would have an initial like bang if Tony Khan would have bought it. Like, it would be a really big numbers and all that stuff. But I think eventually, just like when WCW died, the numbers would start to go down.
Yeah. Okay. Joe.
So, what are they both doing right? I will say, like, they're both doing things right because they're sticking to what makes them successful.
Yeah.
But for other things, like, I think the thing that I like most that AEW does is, while yes, both AEW and WWE have what we would call bloated rosters, AEW allows their wrestlers to go work the independent promotions, go work other places.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think dual contracts for AEW is one of the smartest things you can do because it alleviates some of the pressure. You can just Claudio can just go to CMLL for a couple weeks and it's not unusual or raising concerns. It's just because he has a contract. So, yeah.
Okay. I think both of them are doing. I agree with Joe. I think both of them know what their lane is, and they're sticking to it, and they're doing really good. I think the one thing they're not doing well right now is booking women's wrestling. I think AEW is kind of lost in its navigation until eventually they bring in back Monet, and Monet eventually takes over. Because I think they're missing a big top women's star. Tony Storm is going to be gone supposedly for the rest of the year, which is good. I think she needs that time away to.
But I think she has a legit injury, or maybe she's pregnant.
Yeah, but I think they're missing that one big catalyst, that one big star that will cement the reign of a real women's champion in both. I think that's my biggest issue. So,
you know what to speak to your point, I think AEW say they need that big star. I correct, but I think AEW's done a really good job with like their undercard, with like their tag teams and the TBS. Where to me WWE is the opposite.
Yeah,
their main stars, your Rheas and all of them, are great, but everyone underneath that just feels hapless.
Yeah.
It's like both in AEW are flip-flopped in the women's division.
Yeah. Which is interesting because my next question is from Helmut in Hamburg, Germany. He wants to know what do we think about AJ Lee and her return to the ring? Joe, you go first.
I think if it was full-time, it would be fine.
Yeah.
But WWE just has this preponderance of relying on part-timers and putting belts on them, and then it does nothing for anybody.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think that this has been an incredible run by AJ Lee. I think you're seeing time and quality of work has passed her by. I mean, she's been gone for 10 years. 10 years is a long time. I mean, when you look at your current talent that's in WWE right now, like Sol Ruka, like Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, I mean, it's hard to jump back in when the quality of talent has surpassed you, and you see it in her ring work. You know, nothing against AJ Lee. I think she's a good wrestler right now, but she's not where she was 10 years ago when she left. So, what do you think, Canada Dry?
Yeah, I think it was really evident in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
Or so not the Elimination Chamber, the War Games thing.
yeah.
She was like really, really protected in that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But I do think that she's really good on the mic.
yeah,
She is not like she's better now than she was then on the mic.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
I if you're not full time, it kind of hurts the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we have a question from a guy named Juicy in Boston.
Gee, that sounds familiar.
I don't know who that. I don't know who it could. I mean, it could be Juicy Justin. I don't know, but
Hey, real quick, before you ask the question, I do want to say, you guys out in the comment section, if you have questions, feel free to ask as well.
oh yeah, feel free to ask us questions. Who is the most underrated technical wrestler of today, right now?
Ooh.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to go with the Bastard Pac. I think he's underutilized. I think he is underrated and underappreciated. That man is a magician in the ring when it comes to technically working a sound match. That's mine. Canada Dry, who do you pick, my friend?
Natalia Markova. I think she's just so good. Like she can wrestle with anyone. She can wrestle with men. I think she's that good. Like I'm not just a fan, not just because she's my friend, but I know that she's that good.
Okay. She's the NWA World Heavyweight Champion too, so that's
And she's got Billy Corgan's endorsement saying that she's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
that's true. What about you, Joe?
Kimmy's going to like this answer. I'm going with Darby. I think he has been pigeonholed into this. I'm the daredevil. I just do crazy ECW spots that people forget how great of an actual wrestler Darby is. And if you need a match, go watch him and MJF at Full Gear. I think in like 2020, maybe.
Yep.
That's the match where the whole thing was MJF is going to beat him with a headlock takeover. That was the storyline. It was such a phenomenal match, and there's no shenanigans, no hardcore stuff. I think just because of the way he lives his life and what he does on TV, people forget.
Oh, and Kimmy with this bronze, she loves you now.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I would like to give honorable mention to Kyle O'Reilly. I think that he is a hell of a technical wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Hopefully, you get to see him in April.
Yeah.
I heard something
Yeah.
crazy. Like, have you guys watched the first hour of Collision from last night? Because I haven't.
No, I haven't.
No.
Oh, because I think I saw a post. Apparently, Roddy's finally joined the conglomeration.
Oh. Well, there you go. Like we didn't see that happening. We got a question from Big Sal from Jersey City, New Jersey. If you could erase one specific match from history so it never happened, which one would it be? Ooh, this is a hot take.
I got it.
I go.
Here's a couple.
Bill Goldberg versus Bret Hart. This is the one that you're gonna take away. Is
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg versus Bret Hart. You get Bret Hart to end his career, maybe even return to WWE.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. What about you, Joe?
Over the Edge, the match where Owen Hart as a Blue Blazer passes away.
I
Take that
thank
one.
you so much because I had that in my head. I'm like, what about that?
He took
Yeah.
that.
Those honestly,
I'll give you mine.
those are the first two. Was the Goldberg, Brett, and Owen were the first two that
Yeah.
came to my mind as well.
Oh man, this puts a lot of pressure on me because mine was.
Yes, we both got home runs.
Man, oh man, putting me on the spot like that is bullshit. It's bullshit, I tell you. I think if I could erase once, I think it would be the New Jack versus Mass Transit.
That was a good one. You
Yeah,
just,
I mean, he nearly murdered a kid in the ring,
yeah.
and nothing against New Jack, but that guy's crazy as shit. He is just crazy.
Well, it says
Maven.
anything with Maven.
There you go.
I got an
Maven off
honorable
the face of
mention.
the earth.
I have an honorable mention for this,
Who you got?
and it is Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, the
The match
buckle
where Finn won the title and had to vacate 24
So
hours.
wait a second. Now he's got no title reigns.
Well, no. In my mind, he wrestles someone else who doesn't injure him.
Oh,
Yeah,
So he
Okay,
actually
he's
can
still
go on
the
and have a
champ.
nice, lengthy title run.
yeah.
well, wait. Wasn't Seth Rollins the champion that night? I think
No,
yes.
it was for the vacant
It
title.
was,
was
yeah, it was
vacant.
for the vacant.
It
yeah,
was crowning the first champion.
the first Universal Champion. We got one from Stacy.
To me, it's still wild that they have not trusted him with a world title.
Not yet.
Ridiculous.
I think it's coming though.
I would love to see it.
I don't know. I don't know if they will.
I think they might try, but let's go to our next question. This is from Stacy the Slammer from Austin, Texas. She wants to know who is the greatest wrestler to never actually win a World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to go
Oof.
first because I know mine automatically. It's this guy right here, Roddy Piper. You son of a bitches.
Are we
Should've
saying?
won.
Are we saying like WWE or WCW? Is that or any world title?
No, I think the big promotions, NWA, WCW, that stuff. Yeah.
And
Roddy
AEW, right?
Piper. He should have won a world championship in WWE.
See,
yeah,
unlike
yeah,
this,
yeah,
there's
having,
plenty of
like-
answers to where we don't have to think of
Yeah.
who won. Unlike the last question.
All right, Joe, you go next.
Oh, I think I know who Canada Dry wants to say. So
know
I'm going
what,
to say
man.
the
You're
bad
gonna
guy,
get my
Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. Especially in WCW. The fact he never won the world title in WCW is atrocious.
He should have been in WWE.
Or in WWE. But more so, when he was part of the NWO, Hogan got it, Nash got it. There was zero reason why Hall shouldn't have been a world champion.
No, but you notice
Those
also
were
that
for me,
no
brother.
other NWO member won it other than those two.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
Oh, Big Papa Bump won it later when he joined, but
I mean, those three were the originals, and they pretty big cultural impact. He should have been a world champion. Go ahead, Canada Dry.
Owen Hart.
Yep, that's what I thought you would say.
You know I was gonna pick Owen Hart because
And you know when he should have won the world title from Shawn Michaels after Brett left, and he stuck.
oh, that would have been gold if he would have won the world title right after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the chase should have ended with him winning it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got another one. This is from Mick the Maverick from Dublin, Ireland. Top of the morning to you boys. Here's a question from the Maverick. If you were starting a brand new promotion today, who is the very first person you would sign to be your franchise player? Canada Dry, you go first.
Could you say that again?
If you were
Your
going to
accents
start
are
a
down.
brand new promotion today, who is the very first person you would sign to be your franchise player?
like regardless of if they're signed to another company or not. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the money and the stroke. You can sign anyone you want to. Who the fuck are you going to sign? That's what the Maverick wants to know.
All right, Maverick. I'm signing Will Ospreay.
You motherfucker.
I'm signing Will Ospreay because, and then just let's add something to it, and then I'm signing Swerve Strickland
Okay.
because you need a Batman and you need a Joker, so you could play them against each other, one and two, one A and one B, whatever you want to say. But who do you think, Joe?
I'll let JFB so I don't steal one of his answers because I have a couple floating in my mind.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna have the same. I was gonna have Will Ospreay as well. I'm gonna use him. I would take Will Ospreay, and I would take John Moxley.
John Moxley be your second signing?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I think those two could go to battle, and it would be and nothing against Swerve, but Will Ospreay can't become a heel. Like I love his heel work in New Japan, but here in AEW, there's no way Will Ospreay goes heel anytime soon.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a long face. He might do it later.
Yeah, he might do it later. You never know. But Moxley can play both ways. And now, since it looks like the Death Riders are not going, I mean, it looks like they're now that Will Ospreay is focused on the Continental, Moxley has to play heel again, which was interesting because he put Daniel Garcia into a submission hole that's in CMLL.
I saw that. Apparently, like trying to figure out what happened and how to get it. Like, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. So, all right, Joe, who are you going with? Who are your two signings?
Okay, my first one is MJF.
Yeah.
And then my second one, but he's getting a name change and it's going back to Steiner, is Braun Breaker.
Okay.
And I'm just going to make Braun Breaker the biggest babyface of babyfaces.
Okay.
He's going to be a Steiner. That's it.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's awesome. All right. We have another question. This is from Hammer and Hank in Atlanta, Georgia. Might be Hank Aaron. I don't know.
I was like, is that Hank Aaron's like grandson or something? Maybe.
Yeah, it's like his great grandson. But
Hank Aaron even alive still?
huh?
Is Hank
Hank
Aaron
Aaron's
even
not
alive?
alive. No, he's passed away a few years ago. How has the shift to viral moments on social media changed the way indie talent structures matches compared to 5 years ago?
I mean, there's only one obvious answer to this.
Go ahead, Joe.
I mean, clearly it has led to just significant more injuries because that's all they do is they try to get that cheap pop in that viral moment. Like, I don't know how many times I've seen guys doing a flip and land on their head when they shouldn't be doing it because it's outside their skill set.
But you know what? These viral moments only happen when they get injured.
True. Yeah, it's
I don't see anything special when we just have some guy who he walks away. It's only when we see some guy and it's just this nasty looking cringe thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like, just come on.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the viral moment. I'm not a big fan of viral anything. The reality is you never know what's going to be viral and what's not going to be viral.
No,
Here.
the best viral stuff happens by accident.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we get another one from Penny Pile Driver from Nashville, Tennessee. Is it more
Do you know
important
this
for
Penny
us?
Pile Driver?
Huh?
Do you know this Penny Pile Driver? You're from
No,
the area.
I don't. I've not crossed her path, but I will give her a clothes hanger if she tries to pile drive me. I
Well,
will knock her-
maybe this is the next Mrs. Falcon.
I doubt it.
She could come on the podcast. You can have your guys' own little shtick.
Oh boy. Is it more important for a wrestler to be a great athlete or a great talker on the microphone? Joe.
I think it's important to be a better athlete because you can teach the mic skills. You can't really teach being an athlete.
Yeah. What about you, Canada Dry?
I'm going the other way. I think like if you can get over with the fans on the mic, like look at Harley Cameron. Like, she's learning as a wrestler, but she's so over.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, even The Rock, he was a great talker before anything.
Yeah.
So I think
Was not. He was a freaking football player. He was an athlete.
no, but
before.
I'm saying like a wrestler, not an athlete.
But the question is talker or athlete, not wrestler or athlete.
Okay, that's what I was interpreting as.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you got to have some athleticism, regardless of. Like, actually, you get some of those big guys. They just they just splash, and so yeah. I still think talking. I'm going with talking.
Yeah, I think I think athleticism plays a bigger part. You have to believe you belong in that ring. You don't have guys like Dusty Rhodes anymore that are teaching promo. I mean, guys like CM Punk are teaching the next generation how to cut promos, the best way to cut a promo, and stuff like that. But those days are long gone. You don't have the veterans that are staying past the show to teach a talent how to cut a promo. You just don't have that anymore. Everybody goes their separate ways. None of the boys and girls are writing together anymore. Like it's a different era, and I think it changed a lot of things. And I think right now, the way to convince a fan that you're good in the ring is to be athletic and be good in the ring. So,
We got a question from Brian.
yeah.
Whoops, sorry, that's not it. The question was, sorry, it's up a bit. Who would you put on as a tag team? Name two guys.
Ooh. For me, this is tough. I mean, I think the problem is, I think like all your best tag teams are. I mean, like you just throw two random guys. I don't know. Like I mean, I would throw together Bandito and Andrade. I think that would be a very interesting tag team.
The moment has passed for me, but I do like Swerve and Hangman.
Mhm.
I thought that was really cool what they were doing there for a bit.
Yeah.
That was
What
my
about you,
answer,
Phil?
but I'll give a different one. Let's go with. You know what? I'll take Osprey and Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Two powerhouses, two
That
big
would be
names.
interesting too. We got a question.
Osprey's UK, so UK UK connection.
Canuck.
I was like the Canuck connection.
The Canuck connection. Perfect. This is from Double Dutch Miller from Amsterdam, Netherlands. He wants to know which legendary tag team would have the most success if they competed in the modern era.
Oh, that's easy.
All right, go for it, Canada Dry.
Our foundation.
Yeah.
I would like to. I think. What was it? The Brainbusters was Arn and Tully.
Yeah.
I think they do, especially in AEW. I think they'd be phenomenal.
Well, they'd be doing it against FTR because
Yeah, against FTR, against the Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
There's one team that's out there.
I mean, you can go. I mean, it's easy to say Road Warriors, and
but yeah, I think they would be so over still.
I think they would too. But I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to go with the
Really?
Midnight Express. They were a top tag team all over the United States. Didn't matter what promotion they were in. They were freaking amazing. I'm going with Midnight Express. I love the Midnight.
What about the Rock and Roll Express?
No.
You don't think they'd be over right now?
Oh, they would be. You have to have a good guys to compete against the bad guys, but I'm a heel guy. I always been. I will go Midnight Express before I go Rock and Roll.
If you could give me Prime Rock and Roll Express versus FTR.
Oh
yeah.
God, yeah.
What about
Yeah.
the Rockers? Like the Rockers never really got there.
We can say we were a one-man tag team. It was Shawn Michaels.
No way. No,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
agree. I think Marty Jannetty was just as good.
Ugh.
I think the reason Sean got the push, he was very into politics and other things. He was very political backstage.
Yeah. We got another question. What managers who never wrestled would make the best wrestler? This is from El Procchio. I mean, most of your managers have been wrestlers in the past. Like,
Was
Bobby
Captain
and-
Lou a wrestler as well?
huh?
Captain Lou wrestled, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. absolutely.
Did
Most
Mr.
of your,
Fuji? Did Mr.
Yeah,
Fuji
Mr.
wrestle?
Fuji was as well.
yeah, Mr. Fuji was a wrestler.
Mr.
I'm gonna go. I mean, they had short careers. Don't get me wrong. They had health issues. That's why they became managers. But um, I'm gonna go with classy Freddie Blassie. He didn't wrestle for very long. He only wrestled for about 5 to 10 years. But that cane and just his crotchety ass self, he would make a great wrestler. I'm going with classy Freddie Blassie. Who are you going with, Can Dry?
Um, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah,
He did wrestle for a short time too,
you did too. Yeah, about
but
five.
he was the best in the as a manager, and I think like if he had been able to actually do his shtick as a wrestler, I think he would have been really good.
Oh hell yeah!
So, I don't know if this guy was a wrestler, but thinking about it, it makes me laugh because him and his microphone and running around as a chicken shit heel, Jimmy Hart, I would love to see wrestle. Because he
I
could
love
have
Jimmy
that
Hart.
microphone and just agitate people and run around. I think it would be great.
Which current? This is from T Bone Thompson from Chicago, Illinois. He wants
I
to know
love T-Bone Thompson.
which current mid card wrestler is just one good storyline away from being a main event superstar.
Who's
Joe,
going
you
first?
go first.
Um, Kyle Fletcher. I think that's my answer.
Absolutely.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Let's see what's on the board.
Survey
Only
says-
half answer. Ding ding ding.
Everybody says number one. Kendra, who you going with?
Kyle O'Reilly, another Kyle.
Yeah.
I feel like I think Kyle O'Reilly's he's super funny,
Yeah.
charismatic, and he's a great wrestler. And he could easily be a main event talent after beating John Moxley a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going with Carmelo Hayes.
There
I think
you
he's
go.
really a one storyline away from being a contender for a world championship. Like, that guy's killing it with the U.S. title right now. He is just killing it.
Even
Day-
Trick Williams is the
Yeah.
fans love him.
Yeah.
They love his little catchphrase and shit.
Yeah.
I got another one. I mentioned him before, but he's primed. They could do it in a couple months, and that's Braun Breaker. If
Yeah.
you have him come back and beat Seth,
Yeah.
you just shoot him right to the top.
Huge.
I think you just like opened a fortune cookie to the future of what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I hope so.
Like I think Braun Breaker is set for the main event soon.
Yeah. If you could pick, this is from Luchador Luis from Mexico City, Mexico, wants to know if you had one Forbidden Door match that has never happened, what is your ultimate dream match?
Oof.
I got one. I'll go first.
So wait, this is
Any
current.
two,
This is
any
current
two
or past?
active wrestlers?
No, it's not saying so. You can go. I'm going old school on mine. I would love to have seen Masahiro Chono take on John Moxley. That would be an amazing match. Amazing match. Chono is the bomb. He's just like Moxley. They fight hard. They fight unfair at times. That would be mine. Canada Dry. Who are you going with?
I would have loved to see this, and Canada versus the USA,
Yeah.
just totally going up on the countries thing, doing the whole thing and leading up to the match.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart,
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
I
That
think-
was-
and Bret's always wished that he could have done it.
yeah. Yeah. What about you, Joe?
I'm going to go with current wrestlers and do a true Forbidden Door. And there's a story and there's the Twitter beef behind it to have a match, and that's Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Ooh, that's diabolical, my friend. Diabolical. All right. This is from Hardcore Holly J from Mobile, Alabama. She
Hardcore
wants
Holly
to know,
Jr.
huh?
Hardcore Holly Jr.
Yeah, sure. Which wrestling faction or stable was the most dominant of all time? Canada Dry, you go first. I know what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it.
The NWO.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Heart Foundation.
No, I think like they have a special place in my heart, but
Yeah.
I think the NWO is clearly the most prominent.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
I'm gonna go with the NWO ripoff of the Bullet Club,
Yeah.
just because of how widespread in wrestling 10 years ago it was. You had Bullet Club in New Japan, you had it in TNA, you had it in ROH.
Yeah.
You could buy their shirts at freaking Hot Topic, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Four Horsemen is another good answer.
I'm going to go with the Dangerous Alliance from
that's a good
NWA WCW. Paul Heyman's little group was Stone Cold and Brian
Rick
Pillman,
Rude and
Rude, Medusa. That was a pretty damn good stable, and they
I
killed
think
it.
the only problem with that is they didn't have the eyes back then.
No, they didn't. But if you look back at factions, man, nobody dominated WCW, NWA.
That was with Paul Heyman with his walking around with his giant cell phone.
That was Zach Morris,
Look.
Saved by the Bell cell phone.
that they're involved in to me the best War Games match.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go with this one. This is from Akira in Tokyo, Japan, and Akira wants to know which Japanese legend made you a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm gonna go with the Great Muta. Watching Great Muta in America made me want to tape trade to see his work in New Japan, especially with Jushin Thunder Liger. Woo! Man, I love Muta. That guy was just crazy as shit. Batshit crazy, and he was so damn good at it. Canada Dry.
I'm gonna stay with the recent. I'm gonna say Okada.
Okay.
I I don't watch like the New Japan, but like seeing some of the newer guys that they're in WWE and AEW, you can really appreciate what they brought to the table in New Japan. So yeah, I'm going with Okada.
Okay. What about you, Joe?
So I have two answers here because initially it was Jushin Thunder Liger,
Yeah.
but then I fell off and I came back with Nakamura
Oh,
because he was
Nakamura.
just Nakamura in New Japan is not Nakamura in WWE.
Yeah.
He had you talk about like aura and charisma. That man was he was a rock star in New Japan.
Oh, yeah. Name a stipulation match that never. I mean, that's impossible. I mean, Judy on the pole match was right there. I mean,
A match stipulation that's never happened that you would want to see.
So yeah, like so we can make up our own.
oh, well, I want a Texas tornado death match. There you go.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want what I invented the other day is the the lumberjack battle royal.
Yeah?
I think
Okay.
I think it's a great invention, and I think they should use it.
All right. What about you, Joe?
I can't think of any real ones, so can we go back to the 90s and just have a match between Brett and Sean, and whoever wins, Vince is still fired?
Okay. I like it. Hell yeah.
Vince gets fired out of it.
Vince needs. Look, if you have Vince gone back in the 90s, half the bullshit we hear about now doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't care how important he was. The shit he did behind the scenes far outweighs anything he did on screen.
Does
He
wrestling
ruined-
survive if that happens? Though?
You know
We got
what?
one more.
I know it sucks, but he ruined so many people's lives
Yeah.
that maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. Let's go to one last question. This is from Grapple Gary from Detroit, Michigan. He wants to know, what is the best Iron Man match that you have ever watched from start to finish?
Best Oh, this is easy. It's very
Yeah.
simple, very easy Iron Man question.
Go for it, Joe.
Bryan Danielson and MJF.
God
Damn
damn
it, you took my answer.
Wait. Now you screwed it for the rest of us, Joe. I
No,
hope
you know
you're
what?
happy.
Because JFB had precedence, we can say it as well. I think that's the answer.
Yeah.
Well, I can give you a second one after you guys go if you'd like.
Well, I
Shawn-
don't want to.
Shawn
I'm just
Michaels
thinking
versus
MJF
Bret Hart.
and,
Shawn
Is it?
Michaels Bret Hart was a great Iron Man match.
I hate that match with a passion.
You know what? Because you're looking at it through our lens.
Yeah.
Because this is the first one.
Yeah. Like
Look.
it was a great match. The
I-
lead up to it, the match itself, I mean, it was fantastic. But yeah, MJF versus Bryan Danielson is
I'll
probably-
give you another good Iron Man match.
What's that?
Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar on SmackDown.
Oh yeah. That was a really good Iron Man match too. What was it, 30 minutes or 60?
Yeah, that was a 30-man Iron Man.
Yeah,
Iron
30
Man.
minutes. Yeah,
See, to
30
me,
minutes.
that disqualifies it altogether.
There's not that many 60-man Iron Man matches. 60-minute Iron Man matches though.
Yeah, I know. That's why it makes it special.
All right, guys, that is the end of the show. I hope we got some A's for you, Q's, my friend, because we did. We answered all your questions thoroughly. So now I have to go ahead and do the ending skit. Here we go. All the links down below for our social media. So first link, click on your keyboard. Join us. We have an amazing community, 25,000 people strong and growing. You want to support the show? Go to DraftKings. Go to SWA Sabres. Make the best lightsabers in the world. DraftKings, I think if you bet $5, they give you like $500 in bonus bets if you win on your initial bet. Tournament is here, guys. March Madness is happening. Baseball's getting ready to start. Football's not that far around the corner. Hockey's getting ready for their playoff push. There's a lot of shit going on. World Cup is this year.
You make a lot of
Hopefully-
money or lose a lot of money.
Yeah. Hopefully World Cup is coming. We don't know, but hopefully. But there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Go ahead and make some bets. Win some money. Help out the show. If you want to help out the show and you're on our social media sites, anything in AFW, in the community, anything from Canada Dry, if you see it, like it, comment it, and then that helps the show. And
Yeah,
we'll
we make
give
money
away-
off that.
Yeah, and we make money off that, but we're also giving away a free T-shirt. If you go to AFW Community, find the
On the
post,
FW community, all F
Oh.
and wrestling.
All F and Wrestling. If
Our
you
page.
go ahead and comment, you might win
You
a
want
shirt.
to hit follow? You want to hit follow, and
Yep.
you want to say followed under the T-shirt advertising.
Yep. Just say followed, and you're going to win a T-shirt. So, if you want to help out the show and show the world what you think of us, this guy right here has one.
All right, so
It
we
is.
got a bunch of new shirts.
We got
First of all,
yeah,
we got the new Canada F and Dry shirt.
yeah,
We got the Fruit Cat shirt.
yep,
We got Kimster's got a shirt now,
yeah. Kimster's got a shirt. Yeah.
and
What about the
also
Dynamite After Dark?
we got the Dynamite After Dark shirt. So
Yeah, we do.
I just bought 3 of them. So
Yeah.
I'm tapped out.
So with that, ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling to get all your effing wrestling gear. On behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of EVP Joe, I am the JFB.
And just sometimes in life, things are going really good.
Yeah.
The birds are chirping, the sun's out. You know, but then all of a sudden, sometimes it's down.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be down, but you wanna make sure those downs are cut to a minimum. You need to reach out to your friends. You need to reach out to your community, your church. Reach out to us. We will help pick you up, dust you off, put one foot in front of the other. We're gonna stick a rocket on your back, stick your fist in the air, and put the devil in a sharpshooter, and just keep fighting.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Liftoff. 30 minutes after the hour.
Jazz hands.